Hi, friends. Welcome to our first episode of Back to Basics Simplifying Therapies. For those of you who don't know, Heal Clinic is a wellness platform that works with various healers who are experienced and specialize in different therapies. And on the other side, we have people who come to us with different challenges. Hi, Meher, how are you? Welcome to this first episode. Uh, s- so yeah, as I was saying, on the other side, when people come to us with their challenges, we have in-house counselors who actually work with the clients to understand what their challenges are and how is it that we can help them. We also help them understand that which therapy and which healer can really work well with their challenges. Just a minute. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. So as I was saying, so that is basically what we do in Heal Clinic. And in the recent past, we have found that a lot of people have had queries on why this therapy, why not that therapy. And in our experience, a lot of clients sometimes need different therapies and different healers as each healer's approaches are different. So we thought, why not open up a platform to everybody so that you could meet our healers and also understand how each therapy works. So welcome to the first episode of Back to Basics, where we are going to introduce you to our Reiki Grandmaster Jagruty. Hi, Jagruty.
Hi,
She's just joining us.
hi,
Hi. I think
Dipti.
you just need to. Hi.
Activate.
You need to change your. Yes.
Yes,
So please welcome Jagruty, our Reiki Grandmaster and a teacher. She's a crystal therapist and a meditation expert, a chakra balancing expert, and in a parallel life, which is apart from healing, she's an interior designer and a retailer of Italian kitchens.
thank
So,
you.
my gratitude and privilege to have you on our first episode. So,
Thank
welcome,
you.
Jagrati.
Thank you so much. Thank
Uh,
you.
and a hi to all the guys who are watching us. Before we start, as we announced previously, Jagrati has been kind enough to say that one lucky winner, she would give a free 30-minute Reiki session. So please comment with hashtag back to basics. And at the end of this interview, this discussion with Jagrati, we will be taking out a lucky draw and announcing the name who will get a 30-minute free Reiki session. And other than that, we will be doing a short meditation, a grounding meditation, because in today's time, the uncertainty and the stress that all of us are going through, grounding becomes extremely important. And that's the first thing, when we are faced with so much stress, we become uncentered. Yeah, so just two things so please see us through this whole discussion because at the end of it, there's a lucky winner and there is a grounding meditation. Yeah. So welcome, Jagruti. How are you doing?
I'm good, Dipti. Thank you so much for having me on board.
Yeah. So let's dive in. She is a Reiki Grandmaster with around 12 years of experience. She's worked with a wide variety of clients and she's been with Heal Clinic from our inception for the last 4.5 years. So it's been our privilege to work with her, and we have had many clients who have had amazing success stories. I think some of whom have joined us here today in their lives because of the Reiki, and a lot of people who have learned Reiki from her because she's not only a Reiki healer but also an excellent Reiki teacher.
Thank you.
So, Jagrati, let's start with a lot of people ask us, what is Reiki energy really?
Yes. So basically, Reiki is a Japanese healing technique that was rediscovered in Japan in 1922. And it actually breaks up into Rei means God-given and Ki is universal life force energy. So it's the energy that is around all of us. And when one connects to Reiki, it helps align a lot of energies within our body. So it's a healing modality. It's a healing modality that works for the mental, physical, and emotional well-being.
Right. So, when you give Reiki to a person, how does energy flow, or how does, let's say, if I'm imbalanced in certain areas of my life, how does it help?
So basically, like the energy field that is around us, inside of our body, we have Reiki pathways or energy pathways that are called chakras. And due to an ongoing emotional imbalance, or it could be a mental stress, what happens is our energy flow gets blocked. So it starts manifesting as emotional issues, mental issues, and health issues. So what we do when we give Reiki is we connect to the individual energy field and start clearing the blockages that they have assimilated over a period of time. So
Right.
that's why the healing also depends on how deep the blockages are.
Right. So because we get a lot of queries where people say, it's like a short, like, okay, can I take one Reiki session? But at Heal Clinic, generally recommend that it's advisable to take a longer period of healing, like start with minimum 2 weeks.
That's
So
right.
what is the difference? Because session
Yes.
is taking over a long.
So like if you take one healing session, it's like just going for a relaxation spa. Versus when you sign up for a 2 week healing, that's the minimum time a healer requires to understand where the blockages are. Sometimes it starts the blockage and the issues start from childhood. Sometimes it could be way beyond that. So we need to
Right.
understand. We need to understand. It takes us 1 week to even gather the energy information, and then that's why 2 weeks is a minimum number of time required for us to get to the depth of the issue.
Right. No, that makes sense. I hope you guys understand what we're trying to say here. So, like, when people approach us for one session, it's more like, you are not well, you take an injection or a painkiller for a temporary relief. But if you really want healing, then it's like a full antibiotic dosage, which you need to take at least for 5 days or 7 days. So that's what we generally recommend. So, okay, another common question which Jagruti is asked to us often is that people have this myth that Reiki is a hands-on therapy only. And when we tell them that no, we provide distance healing, they say no, but if I am not in front of the healer, how will it be effective?
Correct. So I will talk about the long distance healing. What we do is one thing is a Reiki healer has to be having cleared the second level onwards, and then we acquire the knowledge of the symbols. They act as Wi-Fi modems, so they are like an internet connection, which allow us to connect to the person that we have to heal. And
Right.
what happens in long distance healing? It's like an absentee healing. So we connect through to the person. It's like dialing, making a call on a cell phone. So we connect to the person. We assess their energies, and we start giving healing. We go systematically that we connect to their chakras, to their mind, to their soul, and we receive a lot of messages, and that's how long distance healing works, where a person need not be present. So we have healed people all over the world for
Yeah, I
various
know.
things. Yeah.
So because clinic, we work with clients from US, from UK, from Australia, whereas
Correct.
all our healers are based in India. So
That's right.
just like, to what Jagruti said, healing energy is invisible, it's intangible. So like how you have telephone lines or let's say mobile phones, we need those 10 digits to dial, but we don't actually see the waves flowing. So I think energy is something similar, where when a healer is giving energy to a specific person, each person has a unique energy,
Right.
right?
Right.
And
Each
so when you
person.
energy, it gets connected to the energy of that person, and that's how healing is done.
That's right.
You mentioned about getting messages while healing. If you could elaborate with an example, like let's say you had a client where something
Yes.
happened.
Yeah, so currently through Heal Clinic, we are healing an individual for body aches and pains and deep-rooted joint pain issues. So when I start connecting to the person I'm healing, immediately I sense the childhood was traumatizing, So through the enhanced intuition that a healer gets blessed with, we pick up a lot of messages, then we verify with the person we are healing, and they kind of every time it is in tandem to the messages we receive.
Right, right. So yes, what she's saying is, so because you have to understand one thing, guys, that a healer who's a really good healer is someone who's continuously working on their self-development. Because a lot of times people ask us that why is healing not free, or why is healing, why do you charge for healing, or why does it cost XYZ? It's also because it's not just that the healer has done a course 10 years back. Being an intuitive and an energy healer requires a lot of work and energy from the healer. They need to continuously work on their self-development. So today, if Jagruti can sense it that a person she's healing has childhood trauma, and I know this case she's talking about because then when she verified with the client, it came out to be true that she had gone through certain abuse and trauma in her childhood. And that was because she works on her in a very disciplined manner every single day. And that's the reason why her channels are always open. So a lot of time and effort goes into becoming the healer that she is. So I think that's something which everybody does need to appreciate. Okay, moving on. So Jagruti, let's say when you're giving healing to a client, what can the client expect during the healing session? So let's say if someone has taken a 1 month healing package. So what changes can they expect to feel during this 1 month? Okay, I think we have lost her. She's back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, back. Yes.
Healing. They find a release of the physical pain, and by the third week, they feel the empowerment within themselves. And most of the time, then they come back to you at the end of the healing session with so much of belief in Reiki, in healing, and they have kind of feel they have experienced a miracle most of the time.
Right.
Right.
Right. So adding on to what she said, I mean, this is based on my personal experience. So when you receive Reiki healing, the first thing that happens is that most of our energies are spread all over the place because, we are kind of pulled in our daily lives towards our professional life. Okay, Vidya, can you hear me now? Okay, Vidya was saying not able to. So
Vidya,
Vidya,
yeah.
you're able to. So yeah, as I was saying that in our daily lives, our energy gets pulled in all directions, whether it is relationships, it is something that I need to do for myself, for my professional life, for my children, for my social life, something that I want to learn. So the first thing that Reiki does is kind of balances the energy which is spread all across.
Right.
Right, Jagruti?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Dipti.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think over a period of time, even our chakras, our body has 7 chakras. So that is something which starts getting balanced with regular receiving of Reiki. And that's how first you start feeling good about yourself. And then slowly the deep rooted issues start coming out and that gets resolved. So depending on the depth of your issue, so we have clients whom we have been working with for the last 2 years because the issues were so many. And then even day to day, you have new things coming up. So I think that's something which really works. Okay, so Jagruti, another question which is very commonly asked is, let's say a client takes a month or a 2 month Reiki healing. How can they sustain the change once they stop taking Reiki?
Telling you is what happens at the end of a healing session is we have had the clients understand how healing works, and by and large they are ready to learn a healing modality. So we transfer a client who was taking healing into becoming a healer themselves.
Right.
Yes.
So basically, what she's saying is what we try to do is not get them, kind of addicted to healing or not get dependent lifelong. So once you've seen the benefits, we also encourage the client, especially because Reiki is the most gentlest form and easiest to get attuned to. So we recommend that they get attuned at least to level 1 of Reiki so that they can practice self-healing.
That's right.
Reiki level 1 is where you get attuned to hands-on healing, and level 2 is where you get attuned to distant healing, you can use and heal other people. So how then you can actually, it's a skill, it's honestly a life skill which you can use for you and your family members, people who are close to you. So that's something that really, really helps. Okay. Thanks for that, Jagruti. So let's discuss now some of the challenges which can be healed through Reiki. So,
Yes,
because in our experience, we have seen that whether it is relationships, it is business healing, it is students for exams, focus, concentration, or physical ailments, basically, there's a wide spectrum.
that's
So,
right.
if you could give us a few examples of how you have helped people through Reiki.
Yes, Dipti. So we can start with health ailments. There is a number of
Right.
health ailments that have been healed with Reiki, starting from blood pressure to diabetes to migraines, and even the latest being, a COVID patient, the current scenario. We have cleared money blockages where people were causing a blockage in their own financial system due to lack of self-confidence. That has been healed with Reiki. Students have benefited a lot with Reiki,
Right.
where, a Reiki student who was nervous to give exam became a topper in her school.
Wow.
That is how much Reiki has helped. And it works with even a larger thing as family healing. It could even be manifestation of wishes and desires.
How
So,
does that work? I think that's
so
someone which everyone knows how to manifest.
yes, yes. So with Reiki, we create our own blockage when we have a dream home in mind, but we feel we cannot get it. So when one
Right.
uses a positive energy to clear that block, that I deserve it, I'm worthy of it, is when they go out and even make that dream come true.
Right.
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 So
What she's saying, we have seen so many people who have come to us kind of, with different challenges. Because I think one of the reasons, as Jagruti mentioned in the beginning, when we have a lot of emotional garbage stored in us, we have a lot of memories which somehow we get attached to and they're not released over a period of time. When they're not addressed, they manifest in either relationship issues or blockages, as she said. But it could be money blockages, it could be blockages in manifesting what we need, because we may not realize, we may think that at a conscious level, we are doing everything to put across our desire to the universe, but somewhere deep we have certain fears and insecurities which kind of hold us back. And I think Reiki is a energy healing which helps you release, identify and release those blockages. Sometimes it's tangible, where you see a difference in your aches and pains and physical illnesses, but a lot of times, a lot of it is intangible, because a lot of emotional blockages, which we were not even aware of it had, we see a difference happening in our life. Our relationships improve because our reactions have changed. How
that's
we respond to certain things have changed.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Dipti. So you
Right?
have any other questions for me?
So especially in today's time, given the current scenario, with all this uncertainty, because we get a lot of calls with people who suddenly started feeling stress and anxiety, whether it is for job security, whether it's what's going to happen next. So this whole uncertainty of being kind of cooped up in the house and not knowing when this will get solved is creating a lot of stress and anxiety in people.
That's
So,
right.
if you could give an insight into how Reiki can help with the current situation.
Yes, Dipti. The current situation with this pandemic that's around us, to begin with, we are all aware that when we have anxiety, that when it's going to get over, what's going to happen to us, it weakens our immunity system. And as we know, that when the immunity system is weak, is when we are more, exposed to attracting the virus. So, and the other thing is, people have financial fears, or students are fearful that when are they going to go back to school. How Reiki helps is, it completely helps you address each and every chakra, keep your energy flow positive, so that your immunity is strong, you feel grounded and you feel balanced. And there isn't any financial fear, it has been a health related fear. Secondly, we have a very serious COVID patient who was in the hospital for 4 months. Reiki, he was is out of India. So we did long distance healing. Is it clear?
Yeah, could you
Yeah.
repeat how
So,
people can
yes, in especially in times of this pandemic where families are stuck at home and there are we have to create the harmony and the balance by practicing Reiki or taking healing sessions. A person has felt aligned and has found that there has been a complete sense of faith that this too shall pass. And more so ever,
Right.
people who have learned Reiki have felt useful in sending out Reiki to doctors, hospitals, Mother Earth. Yeah.
Right. No, I think one of the key points that Jagruti mentioned was that fear actually leads to lowering of our immune system. So one of the things, I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy where we get fearful of the situation that we are in. And then when we fall sick because our immunity has gone down, then we are like,
Yes.
see, we said that. So I think one of the key things is how Reiki can help. It helps you deal with that fear in a more positive manner. It helps you balance your chakras and your energies.
That's right.
And in that way, we are looking at actually improving our immune system. So a regular Reiki session can actually help you improve your immune system in today's time and also release the stress and anxiety that we face on a day-to-day basis. In fact, for those of you who know, from this Friday, every 7 o'clock, every day, every Friday at 7, we are starting a group healing and meditation session. It will be for around 45 minutes, where 30 to 35 minutes we will be doing group Reiki healing and meditation for general well-being and improving our immune system. So anybody who's interested, please message us or DM us. We have priced it very reasonably, 500 rupees for 5 classes, because we want to open it up to as many people as possible who can get benefit from it. So please share this with your friends, because honestly, it's the need of the hour. And Jagruti and me will be facilitating the session and post the 35 minutes of healing and meditation. If anybody has any questions, we'll be available for around 10 minutes to answer them. So that's something which we really do. If anybody has any questions that they want to ask regarding Reiki, please put it on comments and we will try our best to answer to your satisfaction. So does anybody have any questions? Okay, so we'll do one thing while you're thinking of your questions. If people are ready, we can do a short meditation, which is a grounding meditation. And post that, we will take up a draw. Or let's see who's the one who gets a 30-minute free Reiki session. So let's start the meditation and then we'll move on to the lucky draw. So if everybody could close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale fully. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale slowly. The last breath. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Now, as you are focused on your breath, bring awareness to your body. Visualize a white golden light entering your body from the top of your head, which is the crown chakra. Let the light flow through your body, through every organ, cell, muscle, every part of your body. Let it be filled with the white and golden light. As the light flows down to your body, to your legs, let it flow down to Mother Earth from your feet. Visualize the light as it goes down to Mother Earth, becoming firm roots, grounding you, rooting you to the ground. As you inhale, take the energy of Mother Earth, asking her to fill you with healthy, fresh energy. As you breathe out the stagnant energy that is accumulated within us. Feel the fresh energy of Mother Earth through your entire body. And exhale. All the toxins and the negativity that you have been holding on to, that is not serving you anymore. Now bring your hands to your heart center. Bow down to Mother Earth. And give her thanks for blessing her, for blessing you with her energy, and for keeping you centered and grounded. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes.
That was a beautiful session, Deepti.
Thank you. Sorry, Jagruti, I took over from you.
But that is a beautifully done session. Thank you. Thank you.
So I hope everybody is feeling safe who joined us today. I haven't seen any questions here from anybody specifically for Reiki. Yep. So I guess we were clear and we have answered all the questions that you had in your mind, right? So thank you so much, Jagruti, for being here with us.
Yeah, Dipti, and let me say thank you to Dipti and to Heal Clinic. I have been associated with you, and what I appreciate about you is there is a very genuine sense of connecting the client to the perfect healing modality. and you work with transparency. So I've had a wonderful experience, and anyone is lucky to connect to Heal Clinic, I would say.
Thank you so much. Those were
Thank you.
really kind. Really
Thank you.
appreciate.
Thank you.
So thank you guys, and so I'll just repeat again that from this Friday, 7 o'clock, we are starting our group healing and meditation program. So anybody who's interested, please get in touch with us. Otherwise, see you next Wednesday at 7, where we will be discussing radical healing. So that's a little, it's not radical as a name suggests, but yeah, it's a little different form of healing, which works more on with affirmations and with thoughts and beliefs. So we will have a healer who's a specialist and experienced in radical healing to kind of simplify what that healing is about. So guys, see you next week, and thank you so much for being here with us. And thank you,
Thank you,
Jagruti.
Dipti. Thank you, Dipti. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.